if you could just start us off with just your thoughts on Utah and riding momentum of two-game win streak.
Yeah, absolutely. Another massive opportunity for us. Every game is extremely important throughout the season. Every game right now is extremely important for us as we push for a playoff spot. So I think building off of the momentum from a mentality standpoint, I think these last two games we've showed such a resiliency, such a fantastic fight mentally that I believe that we can continue to push off of for the next 5 games of the season. I'm very big, as I've always said in every media opportunity I have, we take it game by game, and it's really important we do so. So taking this week leading into how we feel where some of our opportunities will be in this match, and obviously prepping the best that we can to get the result on the weekend.
So it's a different Utah team than you guys played back in April.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's been several teams that have obviously made roster changes, have done things, and it is a different Utah team. I'd also say that we're a different squad as well. So I think for us it's going to come down to what we feel we can do, how we feel we can do that, and I do think that we've had a fantastic week leading into the week so far. So yeah, I think again for us, like you talk about different types of momentum, and I've been very vocal about this. I think there's some things on the ball, securing that first pass in transition and taking care of those spaces, I think can really enhance us on the ball overall in possession. But I think you've just seen a mentality, you've seen an attitude from the group that they just don't stop. And no matter what you're doing, no matter the result on the day, no matter how the game's going, when you have that don't stop attitude, it affects you massively positively in possession, out of possession, and it keeps your group just going. So I really just I think they've showcased massive growth. I think they've showcased exactly what we believe we can do, where we're at, and what we believe we can be.
Bev, you've preached about the mentality all year, but when you have like tangible evidence of 2 comebacks back to back to kind of point to as a product of that, how much of a difference does that make?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? Because now you have proof that we have had massive growth and a massive buy-in to that specifically, and you can prove it. And you can say, hey, we maybe got beat off the initial press, but look at the reaction. Look at the solves. Look at the decision making. Look at the mentality. Look at the players leaving their feet. Look at the players filling spots. When you can come to that, you get everybody in the same space and you get everybody in the same energy. And so I think it's been massively important for us, because it's one thing to talk about it and it's another thing to do it.
How do you think it's challenged you as a coach in your first season to the value of adjustments and knowing that you have a full game to get back into it, and in some cases take full 3 points?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's always about marrying the points. You can talk about it, but you need to show it, and you need the players to understand what it looks like on top of what we want it to look like. And once those points can kind of marry and we can use it as a coaching staff to showcase why the points have married, I think it puts us in the best position possible to continue to push the group in that space.
Racing's never been particularly performed well when they've gone out west. How do you make sure the team gets a quick start? It's one thing to fall behind at home, and it's another thing to fall behind.
Yeah, for sure. I think we just continue to change the mentality. We continue to test our mentality every opportunity we have, and here's another one. Here's another opportunity for us to start off well, to start off on the front foot, to be very forward in what we're doing and how we're doing it. And I think it all starts with the preparation process to feel very confident going into the match.
Does Utah's style play into that at all? Is it a little bit easier to maybe go out and set the pace and set the style of the match versus North Carolina kind of typically dictating pace in the matches there?
Yeah, look, Utah's a very respectable side, and we're excited to go there and play. Obviously, our preference is always to be at home, but I think for us, we know and we are very set on a group that nothing changes for us. It's still us. It's still what we believe we can do. It's still our identity. It's still what we believe our opportunities are for the match, and it's another space for us to continue to put our stamp on.
Is there any worry about playing at altitude?
No, we've done a fantastic job of leaning on our partners with U of L and these types of things to get ahead of that type of stuff. So we've been very clear on that road. Yeah.
And then Utah's sitting last on the table, and the last time you played it was the biggest margin of victory this year. Is there any worry or concern about going into this game overconfident?
No, I think for us, it's coming into a space of understanding. When I say game by game, I also mean what's in the past is in the past at the same time. So what we've done, obviously, early on, we were very proud of what we've done. I think we've evolved as a side, they've evolved as a side, and this is a new match. And I think for us, it's still taking it game by game. We still have a point to prove. We need to work our butts off, and we need to get the job done.
Katie, you guys always have high expectations for
Yes.
her level of play, but it feels like these past few games she's made some highlight reel
Yeah.
saves, game-changing saves.
Yeah.
Have you seen her even take another step up as the games become more important this late in the
Yeah,
season?
look, I think she's been fantastic. I also think she showcased very well with her feet and kind of our expectations for her with her feet. I also think she's made some incredible saves that have kept us in the game and have allowed us to get a result. So I've been very pleased with her, very happy with her.
And for her to be recognized by the league as an Impact Award nominee, just what she's been able to do on and off the field, how impressive has that been?
Yeah, I think it's super special. I think a lot of people just talk about people's football performances very consistently and acknowledge them only as footballers. And I think whenever they get the opportunity to be acknowledged as a human being for all the work that they're doing in the community and all the work that she does for this club and for the community, I think it's always a good honor, and it's a great feeling as a player to understand that.
Last thing for me, Paige Monahan just played, I think, had her 100th NWSL appearance. Obviously, a unique connection to play against her. Just,
Yeah.
She seemed like she had a really nice impact here. Just,
Yeah.
how would you describe her as a player and such?
Yeah, she's just she's a respectable person and a respectable player. She always gives everything she can to whatever club and whoever she's with, and it's always been like the biggest piece to her, and massive respect for her in that space.
Good.
Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate